You ever notice how some people can watch a sad movie and just move on with their day? And then there's you, still thinking about it 3 days later, still feeling it in your chest like it happened to you. You walk past a stranger on the street and you catch something in their eyes. Sadness, maybe. Loneliness. And suddenly you're carrying that weight too. You didn't ask for it, but it's there. Like you absorbed a piece of their pain just by being near them. Someone tells a joke at your expense and everyone laughs, and you laugh too. But later that night you're replaying it over and over, wondering why it hurts so much. Wondering why you can't just let things go like everyone else seems to. Here's the thing nobody talks about. There are people in this world who don't just experience life, they feel it, every single layer of it, every conversation, every glance, every silence. And if that's you, you already know how lonely that can be. Because nobody prepared you for this. Nobody told you that you'd spend your whole life feeling too much in a world that feels too little. You were probably the kid who cried at movies that weren't even sad, the one who felt bad for the villain, who couldn't handle seeing anyone left out or hurt, and people noticed. They told you that you were too sensitive, too emotional, too soft for the real world, so you learned to hide it. You built walls, you laughed when you wanted to cry. You stayed quiet when everything inside you was screaming. Because if feeling everything deeply made you weak, then maybe the answer was to stop feeling altogether. But that didn't work, did it? Because people like you can't just turn it off. You feel the energy when you walk into a room. You know when someone's pretending to be okay. You can sense the shift in someone's tone, the hesitation in their voice, the thing they're not saying. And you carry all of it, not because you want to, but because your heart doesn't know how to do anything else. Psychologists have a term for this. Highly sensitive people. But that phrase doesn't even come close to describing what it actually feels like. It's not just sensitivity, it's depth. It's living in a world where everything matters, where a song can break you open, where a sunset can make you cry. Where someone's pain becomes your pain, even if you've never met them before. And here's what makes it even harder. The world wasn't designed for people like you. Society rewards toughness, thick skin, the ability to move on quickly, to not take things personally, to let things roll off your back, but you can't. And so you start to believe that something's wrong with you, that you're broken, that everyone else figured out how to be normal, and you missed the memo. You see people going through life so easily. They have bad days and they bounce back. They get hurt and they shrug it off. And you wonder why you're still thinking about a conversation from 2 years ago, why you're still haunted by something you said that came out wrong. Why you lie awake at night replaying moments that no one else even remembers. But here's what you need to understand. Feeling everything deeply isn't a defect. It's not something you need to fix or outgrow or medicate away. It's the way you were built. And yeah, it's harder, it's heavier, but it's also the reason you love the way you do, the reason you notice the things everyone else walks past, the reason you can sit with someone in their pain and make them feel less alone. Because while everyone else is skimming the surface, you're diving deep. You're not afraid of the mess, the complexity, the uncomfortable truths that people spend their whole lives avoiding. You see people for who they really are, not who they pretend to be. And that kind of emotional intelligence is rare. It's powerful, and this world needs it more than you know. But it comes at a cost. You'll get hurt more. You'll be misunderstood more. You'll feel exhausted by people who don't even realize they're draining you. And you'll spend a lot of time wondering if it's worth it. If maybe life would be easier if you just cared a little less. But here's the truth. You don't want to care less. You just want it to hurt less. And that's different. Because the people who feel everything deeply don't want to become cold. They don't want to lose their empathy or their wonder or their ability to be moved by the beauty in this world. They just want to stop feeling like they're too much, like they don't belong, like their depth is a burden instead of a gift. So if you're reading this and you feel seen right now, I need you to hear something. You're not too much. You're not broken. You're not weak for feeling things that other people don't. You're just awake in a world where so many people are sleepwalking through life. And yes, that's going to be lonely sometimes. You're going to meet people who don't get you, who tell you to relax, to stop overthinking, to toughen up. Let them go, because your people are out there. The ones who feel like you do. Who see the world the way you do, and when you find them, you'll realize that everything you went through was worth it. Because the connections you build will be real. Deep. Unshakable. Stop shrinking yourself to make other people comfortable. Stop apologizing for your tears, your passion, your care. The world doesn't need more people who are half asleep. It needs people who are fully alive, who feel, who notice, who give a damn. So feel everything. Let it break you open, let it change you. Let it make you softer in a world that's trying to make you hard. Because the ones who feel the most are the ones who leave the deepest mark, and that's not a weakness. That's your legacy. If this resonated, you're not alone.